Hey, oh, happy day. Good morning. Or at least it's morning while I am recording this. Y'all, so good. So I'm going to bring to you familiar spirits. That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to try and keep it in like 3 minutes and then just share the link to my YouTube channel so that you can watch all of this. Well, I have to record it. Anyway, so familiar spirits. In the word, familiar spirits essentially are demonic entities disguised as something familiar to you. So if you look at 1 Samuel chapter 27, 28, somewhere in there, King Saul went to a witch the witch of Endor or Etner, something like that. Anyway, go read it. And he had stopped. So here's the background. He was consulting God to see what was going to transpire in an upcoming war, right? And if I recall this correctly, but go and read, double check me. And his prophets were no longer hearing from God. God was no longer speaking to him. So what did he do? He got desperate. And he turned to what? A witch. All right. And the Bible speaks against ever consulting mediums, witches, soothsayers, etc. So anyway, he went to her and she's like, yo, you trying to get me to die? You already know the king Saul is out here cutting everybody's head off. And he was like, no, I swear by the Lord, which you're not supposed to do, but I swear by the Lord, nothing shall happen to you, blah, blah, blah. So she was like, okay, who do you want me to call up? He said, call up the prophet Samuel. And she was like, okay. She started doing her little witch type stuff. And she screamed. And he's like, so what did you see? She said, I saw gods, lowercase g gods, okay? Lowercase g. I saw gods coming up from the earth. And then she said she saw Samuel and she saw gods coming up from the earth. And he was like, well, what was he wearing? And she said, oh, he was disguised with like a cloak or a cover, and he had a mantle. And if you go and read it, I can't read it and walk the dog and read the Bible on my phone. So you got to go and read it to verify. But if you go and read it, it says that, and Saul perceived, okay, that it was Samuel. Yo, it wasn't, it was a familiar spirit. When Saul was even looking for the witch, he said, go and find me a woman that can call me up a familiar spirit. Familiar spirits are not what you think. They are not as they appear to be. So for example, I'm going to give you an example. In your dream, you're having sex with an ex, if you will. It's not your ex. It's a familiar. It is a demonic entity disguised as your ex to make you comfortable. What is, oh my gosh. Familiar spirits also in relationships. You may continue to attract the same person, and like, what's going on? It's the familiar spirit. It's your brokenness attracting brokenness. Maybe it's oppression that you two share in common, depression, that unforgiveness, mother wounds, father wounds, like familiar spirits, y'all. So anyway, I've learned about this and I'm just like,